Hey everyone, DankShotXL75 here, and today I'll be watching Animation Rewind's Deadpool versus Shadow. I wonder what this is gonna be like. They're kind of like both. To be honest, at first I was like, yeah, I think I know what this guy is doing, like anti-hero versus anti-hero. To be honest, I'm not even sure if, semi-hero, I guess I should say, they're neutral. They're both neutral. At least I think. I'm not sure if Deadpool's some evil guy or some good guy, or if he's neutral. I'm pretty sure he's neutral for the most part. There might be some different variations of him. Him being good and him being bad, but either way, I don't know. So I'm sorry all you Deadpool fans that know him really well. But as for Shadow, I'm going for Shadow. If he gets Super Shadow, or if, unless Deadpool has some crazy weapon or he's just that good at everything, because I heard he's really cool. I've seen him in action a bit. He's kind of cool. Especially in really only in the Lego Marvel games and a bit in comics, a bit in movies. I didn't really watch all of it or read all of them though, so I don't really know much about him. But Shadow, I do play Sonic games a lot because I'm a Sonic fan, and Shadow seems to be pretty overpowered. That is, if he gets Super Shadow, or unless Deadpool has some crazy weapon, or he's just that good, he's able to, withstand Super Shadow for long enough, then I don't see how Deadpool's gonna win. If he doesn't have anything like that, I'm sorry, Deadpool's gotta lose. But if Shadow doesn't get Super Shadow, this could be an interesting fight. So, without further ado, let's get into this right now. And also, thank you all so much for that support. It truly meant everything I said in that video. It was amazing. Like I said, it's been a while. I'm sorry. You know what weird thing that bothered me in the Silver versus the Sands video? I'm not sure if this bothered anyone else, but the back of his hair went out super long. And I felt like that was not really shit. But I felt like it should have just been normal. I don't know,
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the 66th episode of Cartoon Fight Club. I'm your host, Animation Rewind, and if you're new to this series, then be sure to check out some of my older videos. But if you know how the game is played, then let's get ready for the fight. Tonight's episode is being animated by the Lion Pie, so if you enjoy what you see, head on over to that channel and subscribe. Speaking of tonight's battle, we have a fight between the edgy experimental anti-heroes, Shadow and Deadpool. With all that being said, let's introduce Cartoon Fight Club's 66th round of fighters. Wade Wilson's early life is mostly unknown. His mother died of cancer while he was young, and his father was physically abusive. Learning that he contracted cancer in Canada, he was offered hope in the form of Department K, a special weapons development branch of the Canadian government. Wilson became a test subject in Department K's Weapon X program. Instead of healing his cancer, the failed experiment allowed Deadpool's cells to regenerate at a superb rate. But because all of his cells have regenerative abilities, his cancer never really went away. As previously stated, Deadpool possesses a superhuman healing factor derived from that of a mutant that allows him to regenerate damaged or destroyed body tissue with far greater speed and efficiency than an ordinary human. Deadpool is able to heal from any type of injury inflicted on any body part. Deadpool is also rated as having superhuman level of strength, capable of lifting 2 tons. His musculature generates considerably less fatigue toxins than the muscles of an ordinary human being, granting him superhuman levels of stamina in all physical activities. He can physically exert himself at peak capacity for several days before fatigue takes over. Deadpool can easily dodge point-blank gunfire and rapid machine gun fire. This easily puts him at over the speed of sound. He can also teleport short distances, which makes a great combat tactic when facing faster opponents. Deadpool is an extraordinary hand-to-hand combatant and a master in multiple unarmed combat techniques. He has been shown fighting such amazingly skilled fighters as Wolverine and Taskmaster, and even defeating them in hand-to-hand combat. Now, it is fair to note that it's Deadpool's unpredictability that has allowed him to win these fights more so than his skill alone. Deadpool's magic satchel allows him to often pull weapons out of nowhere. The satchel contains all of Deadpool's unlimited weaponry and ammo. Wade can use any weapon known to man and can learn how to use these weapons in 5 minutes or less. In Deadpool Volume 1, issue number 64, titled Funeral for a Freak, Thanos cursed Deadpool with immortality. This means that Deadpool beyond this point cannot be put down permanently unless the curse is lifted. The Deadpool before this issue could be killed if you destroyed every single cell in his body, but beyond this point, Deadpool is banned from death, unless someone has the power to lift this curse, such as Thanos. Deadpool is practically immortal. Overall, Deadpool's an extremely unpredictable warrior with the ability to break the fourth wall and has an infinite amount of ammunition and weapons. He is cursed to be immortal and uses that curse to his advantage. From one failed experiment to another, let's discuss Shadow. Shadow was created as the ultimate life form by Gerald Robotnik, using the DNA of Black Doom, and is the end result of Project Shadow. His purpose was to provide ways to develop cures for incurable deadly illnesses, but he was captured and put into stasis by the military when he was deemed a threat to humanity. 50 years later, Shadow was released by Dr. Eggman to help him conquer the world. Initially, Shadow sought to destroy Earth. In the process, Shadow lost his memories and ultimately thwarted Black Doom and saved the world. From then on, Shadow continued his mission to protect humanity by becoming a special agent of Gun. Shadow is capable of nearly matching Sonic's abilities in both speed and power. In his base form, he can easily travel at hypersonic speeds and move up to 7 times the speed of sound. While Shadow's hover shoes are credited as the source of his speed, his powerful body lets him easily rival Sonic's world-class speed as well. While there is some inconsistency about how fast the two are compared to each other, Shadow has admitted that Sonic is the faster of the two of them. Shadow has incredible resilience to damage, being able to survive otherwise fatal situations, even by the standards of superhuman creatures, making him nearly indestructible. He is completely bulletproof and can take a lot of major punishment in battle before he starts to wear down. The most prominent testament of his durability was in Sonic Adventure 2, when Shadow survived a fall down to Earth from space and re-entry in the atmosphere. Shadow is naturally able to tap into the arcane powers of any nearby Chaos Emeralds to utilize their Chaos energy to empower himself, and can use a wide variety of Chaos powers. With his Chaos control, Shadow can bend all of reality and warp it to his will. He can stop time, manipulate matter around him, and teleport matter around him to any destination he pleases. He can even use Chaos control to heal himself and give himself physical upgrades. By harnessing the power of the 7 Chaos Emeralds, Shadow can enter a super state, transforming him into Super Shadow. In this state, all of Shadow's abilities far surpasses his normal ones, and his Chaos powers are increased to their full limit. He is well able to fly and nearly invulnerable. He can travel at the speed of light, and in this form, he was able to defeat the universal being known as Solaris, with the help of Supersonic and Super Silver. Through power scaling, this gives Shadow a multi-galaxy 1/3 universal energy. Overall, Shadow is a bioengineered ultimate life form. He was brought into the Sonic universe to be the edgy frenemy of Sonic.
Edgy frenemy.
From residential to commercial. From large loss to emergency response.
There we go.
And now, let's get ready for the fight. The battle between Deadpool and Shadow will take place on Earth, and there is no prep time. Let the battle begin.
New Jersey.
La 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 la. Boo boo be doo.
This is amazing.
Let's do this!
Good mythical morning. Oh, Planet Dolan there too. Oh.
How did anyone ever enjoy these games without me in them?
What? They're all bees.
Hey yo, here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, we ain't gonna stop. We gon' turn it out till it gets hot. Everybody say hey yo, tell them turn it out till they can't no more.
Oh, thank God.
No matter how you feel today, tomorrow's on the way. So get ready for the big show. Your dream is coming and it's beautiful. You're gonna show them all. Go get ready, baby, let's go.
Of course they
Sonic, I can't keep this up. Hurry! Sonic, I think I've discovered what the ultimate life form is.
Your mama!
Why, you...
Let's do this!
3, 2, 1, go!
Guitarama! Nice try! You see that? That's your mama!
I'm touching myself tonight.
Jokes are real.
Have gun, will shoot! Bang, 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 bang!
Chaos.
Whoa.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
Chaos control.
And it's a home run!
Get lost. 2,000 years later.
Who was I supposed to kill again? Doesn't matter.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
I'm touching myself tonight. Now that was expectingly unexpected. But before we discuss who won and why, I want to give a huge thank you to the battle animator, The Lion Pie. If you enjoyed this animation, head on over to that channel and subscribe. Now let's discuss Shadow vs. Deadpool. Shadow vs. Deadpool is one of those awkward debates where you stop debating who would win in a fight and start debating on what you consider winning in the first place. Let me put it like this. Shadow is faster, stronger, smarter, more powerful, more skilled, more experienced, and has a much higher attack potency than Deadpool can ever dream of. So who would win in a fight? Shadow would win. But the question of who would win in a fight to the absolute permanent death is a totally different question. Thanks to Deadpool Volume 1, Issue 64, titled Funeral for a Freak, Thanos cursed Deadpool with immortality, which means that Deadpool beyond this point cannot be put down permanently. The Deadpool before this issue could have easily died if he were sent to the sun. But, now that he's cursed with immortality, the only way to beat Deadpool is to remove the curse. The only way to remove the curse is to be Thanos himself, or to be cosmically more powerful than Thanos. Shadow is neither of those things. But, and this is a big but, just because Shadow can't beat Deadpool doesn't necessarily mean Deadpool can beat Shadow, especially a light-speed Super Shadow. Deadpool's speed and strength is nowhere near enough to put down Shadow, and if Shadow sends Deadpool to the sun, his only way out is to break the fourth wall, because he physically isn't strong enough to escape the sun's gravity. But he is unpredictable enough to jump out of the video and break the fourth wall to break free.
Yep.
Now, let's say that Shadow and Deadpool were fighting in some magical cage or magical dome, where Shadow can't pull a cheap move of sending Deadpool far away. Eventually, Deadpool is either going to get lucky or just eventually outlive Shadow, no matter how long it takes. So bottom line, who would win in a fight? Shadow would. He's the overall better fighter. But who would win in a fight to the death? Eventually, no matter how long it takes, even years, Deadpool would. Which then comes to the debate of who you actually believe should win. And that's a tough call, because at this rate, it just comes down to personal preference on what you consider victory is. Technically, Shadow is the better fighter, but theoretically, he could never be able to put down Deadpool. As cheap as it sounds, depending on what you value victory to be, is who the winner should be. And the way I personally see it, Deadpool does deserve to theoretically win tonight's episode. But to be honest, this episode does have kind of a cliffhanger. So if you want to break this awkward tie, you know what to do. Comment down sudden death and we will use a pre-issue 64 Deadpool teamed up with Spider-Man against Shadow teamed up with Sonic. That's right, a 2-on-2 sudden death.
They both
Comment down below the word sudden death, and if this episode gets 4,000 sudden death comments, there will be a sudden death match.
Like to see
also, don't forget to comment down your ideas for future Cartoon Fight Club episodes. They may even become a future episode of Cartoon Fight Club. And stay tuned, because the next fighters are going to be revealed.
What are the next ones?
On the next episode of Cartoon Fight Club.
That is freaking Scooby-Doo. No, I'm kidding.
What a day.
Mary Jane. No, I'm kidding.
Tough day at the office, huh? Mine is a killer. Put your heart into those streets, my lovely girl, the better to bait my trap.
Freaking Hawk from, okay, no, I was gonna say Jet the Hawk from Sonic Brothers.
You hired the assassins.
That'd actually be a good
You've
fight.
been running Sionis' operation.
Well,
Joker?
technically it's
Cool.
my operation now.
Joker versus Green Goblin.
Isn't that right, boys?
Well-known Marvel villain versus well-known DC hero. I'll go for Joker because Joker's like ultimate favorite DC universe villain. One of the only villains to be fair.
To the wall, to the top, go to fool, go to school, to the watch, to the top, to the throw, to the hell, to the club, to the bed, don't be shy,
This
to
is
the lie, to the cry, to the
right up
shout,
on
to the
that.
do it, never do it.
Anyway, this fight in Rhythm One, that was great. My thoughts on it were awesome. I count Styles winner because I see him as the fight is Deadpool. But I see if he's still going to do it. Tell me in the comments who you thought you wanted to win. Who you wanted to win. I wanted Shadow to win. I thought Shadow would win. And I was 1.5. Halfway. Because that was kind of confusing. But that was cool. That was cool. I can't wait to see that next one. I really want Joker to win though. So yeah, I'm so sorry I forgot his name. Ninja Gaming, I'm sorry. Deadpool. Oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say. Xamio Ninja Gaming or Ninja... I don't know. I'm sorry, I totally freaking butchered that. But I will put his legit YouTube name in the description because he was really nice. and he watches all my videos on my channel, so I will be reacting to Sonic College next, in case you're watching this. So, there you go, buddy. There you go. Anyway, that was awesome. I count you as the winner. Who do you count this, as the winner? Tell me in the comments. And yeah, other than that, thank you all so much for watching this video. Next will be Sonic College. Check in the description every video, and I'll tell you guys, which reaction will be next. So I won't say them at the end of the video anymore, or as often, unless it's like a really good one. I won't really want you guys to know. But yeah, I will be putting in the description from now on which video I'll be reacting to next. So yeah, Sonic College episode 4 will be next. Anyway, wait, episode 4, episode 5. I think it's episode 4. I'm not sure. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like, and also make sure you comment down all the stuff I just told you to comment down. And also make sure you subscribe if you like my content or you just want to support the channel. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Thank you all so much for the support. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.